All right, another episode of Conversate After Dark. Tay, what's up with you?
Everything's great with me. What's going on with you?
It's all good. It's all good. Tell people where they can find us.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD, the podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. If you got a steamy story you want us to read on the air or a question you want us to answer, hit us up. You can also go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. Listen to old episodes. Make sure you share the show. Tell people to subscribe. So, Tay.
Yes.
You pick the topic. Let's start it off like we normally do.
Okay. I'll go Sexy 69.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I never had you just mischievous laugh.
Do you make noises during sex? If so, give me an example. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not giving an example, but you can go ahead and answer that.
Why you can't give an example?
Because nope.
I'm not going to give an example either. Absolutely. I am a moaner and a talker. I talk a lot, but I'm not annoying like Wesley Pipes. Remember Wesley Pipes?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah, I remember him. Mm-hmm.
I'm not that bad, but I definitely am a talker, and I appreciate a woman who talks as well. Like if we can't talk and like really, have fun with it, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
What about you?
I do make noises. For somebody who's kind of quiet, I tend to be kind of loud.
Really?
So I'm not a talker. I'm just a loud. I express myself loudly. I let it be known that I'm enjoying myself.
So you're a screamer or a moaner?
Not a screamer, just a moaner.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And you know what? That's shocking. And I would tell you why. Because you're very quiet outside the podcast, right? I seem to elicit, you get fired up when you start talking to me, right? But and not sexually, y'all. I mean, it ain't not like that. But I just
get passionate. Let me. I just get passionate when I feel strongly about something.
You always get passionate with me, though.
It's just the way the conversation flows. I'm just saying.
Okay. What I notice is like I tend to like women who are more even keel, right? I mean, not super duper quiet, but maybe like more so in control of like their emotions, like, loud when it's appropriate. I just, this appropriate emotions that are appropriate to the situation.
Right.
I found that the women who are overly dramatic, that shit carries over to the bedroom, and I love that. So sometimes you got to kind of like, oh my God, why she got to respond like this to everything? Then you got to think about it like, but she do respond like that to everything. And it is good.
Like them crazy ones, but
it's not necessarily crazy because I don't want crazy. I used to. I'm grown.
Dramatic.
I would say dramatic. And that it fades quickly. After a while, it's like, okay, girl, like, chill out. But so we talked about this today, Tay, and I want your opinion. I don't think you responded to it.
Okay.
Have you ever had a guy that you let hit and he told everybody that y'all knew, like mutual acquaintances, he let it slip that y'all got busy? Y'all weren't in a relationship. It was just like a situationship or like a one-off situation. Maybe somebody at work, somebody, maybe you was on campus and y'all got like different friend circles or whatever back in college. You ever had a dude run his mouth and say, hey, Tay, the quiet one, I hit it. You ever had that happen to you?
Not in that way. I don't think I've had somebody run tell that, in terms of gossip, but I have had it where I've experienced where people have tried to let everybody know in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? Like stake their claim or
Oh yeah.
you know.
They try to make that. They try to make their presence known.
Exactly. One of them listens to this show. He's gonna hate me when I say this, but yeah, in our friend group, he really let it be known that I was his and officially no. So
You,
that was kind of annoying, but
you don't
it is.
seem like the type of woman that is cool with that though. Somebody staking claim to you that's not your man. Like I don't even think, and you correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure you will. I don't even think you would want your man like staking his claim to you, like that's mine, like she's my property or whatever. So I really don't see like you just letting some dude who y'all just kicking it do that.
Actually, if it's somebody that I'm in an official relationship with, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right on the other way. If it's somebody that I'm not officially with, yeah, that's annoying. That's really annoying.
Is it ever appropriate for you to tell people that, hey, me and so we kicked it?
I don't think it is, but people talk. It's definitely not appropriate though.
I think it's cool. I think you get one. I think you get to tell your best friend. Like
Maybe.
I automatically assume if a chick lets me hit, she gonna tell her best friend. Now most women say, I don't tell nobody. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, right. And they're like, nah, for real. Like, I keep my business to myself. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not saying I do it every time, but in the past, because I want to mess up my future, my future opportunities, I might tell my homeboy. I might tell my homeboy because you might be like, hey, dog, you know what I'm saying? You remember old girl? I finally got it. Now, you gotta be careful with that though. You gotta be careful because what if it's somebody you start to like, and then you done told your boy if she's a screamer, if she's a moaner, if she like to talk and all that, then next thing you know, that's your gal. And now he got to call her sis, and you done fucked around and told him
So all the business.
all the biz.
Yeah, that's when it becomes crazy because if this person is going to be so so I had an ex years ago. He said his coworker told him that the first night he and his wife, though she wasn't his wife, but the first time they had sex together, he said the head was awesome. And so that's why he put a ring on it. And so my ex said every time he saw this woman, that was the first thing that came to his mind.
The head.
Yes.
How more than likely how she said, oh yeah, that's
yes, exactly.
Yeah, you got to be judicious. You gotta be judicious. So let's hear what people had to say. So Dennis said, I bet the neighbors know her name. He talking about you, Tay. He said the neighbors know your name. Is that true, Tay?
I've had that happen. Roommates, neighbors. Yeah.
Tay, for real? What? Okay. Brother Joe said, some dude lay claim to you, Tay. Yeah, he's shot.
It's funny because he know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Sister TJ said, for sure, my bestie is getting all the deets, all of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's okay to tell your best friend because, like, your best friend is not going to try to hurt you or embarrass you, because, like, if it gets out that, you've been talking, like, hey, yo, and I think this more so goes for dudes. If it gets out that you've been telling people, like, yo, I hear so and so, you not only she probably will cut you off, but other women that are around that hear that you run your mouth, they're not gonna want to give it to you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and try to be a hypocrite and say I don't tell anybody, but you got to be strategic in who you tell. So yeah, your best friend probably won't repeat what you say, but there are dudes who just kind of just blab to everybody. That's where you got to kind of be careful.
That's true. That's true. So let me ask you this though, and I've heard this in the past. I've heard women say that if they mess with a guy and the dick is good, she's not going to tell anybody. And the reason why she's not is because if she tells her homegirls how good it is, one of them might circle and try to backdoor and get some of that good dick. Have you ever heard of that rationale? And have you ever thought about that or maybe had that happen to you?
I've heard about it. It's never happened to me. I'm a little different because I've lived in different lifestyles.
I get it.
So I have bragged about people before, and it hasn't been an issue, but I was in that type of lifestyle. But on the surface level, I can understand why women have that rationale.
Mm. So TJ said the convo we were having last night, we are sharers. What kind of sharer, TJ? I'm surprised with how not uptight I can be. So I don't think TJ is a sharer like you and I are a sharer, Tay. Maybe she's just talking about she shares the details. Yeah. So Danielle said definitely heard about it. Can't say anyone has tried it though. If they did, I don't know about it. Okay.
That I can say that. Yeah. If somebody has just gone around and just told people, I don't know about that.
Okay. I got you. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, your friend, your best friend, I think it's cool. But you just gotta be careful because it might become your gal, and you gotta kind of keep the stuff between you and your gal. Like, you don't want your boys knowing how your wifey or your main girl or your main side piece get down. You don't want them envisioning that.
True. And on the same lines as that, that's kind of why, like, somebody dating your ex, a friend dating your ex, that's, for me, that's why it becomes tricky, because it's like, now if we're in the same vicinity, are you trying to circle back in your mind? I think that's the rationale for not dating your friend's exes.
Yeah, and also I don't want my dudes jacking off to my gal.
Well, they might do that anyway. You just don't know.
I hope not. Listen, if there's a line, that's a line. You should not be jacking out to your homeboy's gal. Not at all. Not at it. That's foul, ain't it? Say, come on now. You jacked out to your homegirls, dude?
No.
Is it okay to say a woman jacked off? Y'all masturbate. Y'all don't jack off.
Right. So I've let it be known on here before that I had posted some pictures on a adult site years and years ago when my face wasn't shown.
We still got to search for that too. We got.
I'm not telling the name, so you're not going to be able to search. Anyway, so I remember at the time, this guy's a friend of mine now. I mean, he the whole situation came out. So I remember the guy I was dating at the time, his one of his friends came to him and was like, "Hey, have you seen this chick on this site or whatever? Blah blah blah. Oh, she is bad. Blah blah blah." It's when I was a little skinnier. But me and my ex thought it was funny because we knew the guy.
And he didn't know it was you?
No, not at that time. Later on, he found out, but not at that time.
He probably knew. He was fishing.
No, there was nothing. I didn't have any tattoos at the time, so there was nothing that would have let him know that it was me.
Oh, okay. Then it said depends on how big their clit is, if they jack off or not. That boy is silly, man. Anyway, so Tay, let me ask you this. I saw this on social media. You and your guy, y'all live together, or y'all spend a lot of time together, right? If you found out that he was masturbating while you were in the house, would you be offended?
It depends. Is he trying to be secretive about it? Or is it just, I don't know, he in the shower, hand is there. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation for me.
Like, what if you like, listen, I've done it before, right? And my prime time was like when she was getting ready to go to work. I knew she was in the shower, so I could kind of hear if she was about to come back in the room or not. morning time. Let me go ahead and just rub this joint out because I just want to rub this joint out. You know, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
she suspected a couple of times because, like, sometimes like you leave to go to work and then you be like, God damn, I forgot something. You run back, and then so I'm sitting there like, like whatever. She's like, what you mean, the jacking off? No, I wouldn't do that. But I've heard of women say that pisses them off though.
I've heard that too. It doesn't bother me. The only way it would bother me is if he was trying to be secretive about it. And to me, that would indicate that there was some kind of issue with our relationship.
What you mean secretive? Like hiding it from you?
Yeah.
So he just jack off, and if you walk in, or not?
Yeah.
TJ says she would want to watch. I feel you on that, TJ.
Exactly. That's when there's no reason to be secretive because I love to watch. So.
Donnie said nothing like a quick rub out. That's what I'm saying, man. In the morning, get you right. So I don't know. I think if my gal was masturbating and I was in the house and I wasn't able to participate in some way, I probably would feel some sort of way. I would feel some sort of way. We probably would have to have a talk about it because my thing is, I would assume like, okay, do you not find me attractive? Or what's going on with that? Now, there are times as a single man, I got people who I could call and say, hey, listen, come over, let's Netflix and chill. You know what the chill means, right? But I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's just easier just to go to XNXX, rub that joint on out, and go to sleep. I ain't got to call Uber or Lyft when we done. I ain't got to have the awkward conversation of what you about to do. None of that. I just go ahead and get it done, and I'm out. So I don't see why women would get as offended, because for guys, it's just a thing that we do. I feel as if, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I feel as if when women masturbate, there's like much more to it. Like y'all, kind of set the scene and all that shit. We just try to get a nut and go to sleep, or get a nut and get our day started. I feel like there's a lot more feelings for y'all when y'all
Here we go with that lie again.
Listen, hold on now. I didn't say. I said, correct me if I'm wrong. And I said, I feel as if. So you tell me your opinion.
Not my opinion. what I know for myself.
Okay.
I don't have to. Now, there are times when I might want to set the mood and have a little romance with my love. But then there are times when it's just, I want to go to sleep. So let me put myself to sleep. And like I've said before, I'm a 2-minute woman with myself. It don't take that long. So
you a 2 minute? That seems like it's long for a woman.
It depends. But let me go back to something.
Okay.
Well, I guess you explained your thought process behind it. But I was gonna say, isn't that kind of hypocritical that you could just rub one out, but if your woman does that, you think something is wrong?
Yeah. Because like I said, like we're much more base than y'all are. Y'all, I think when it comes to sex, y'all more cerebral about the shit.
No,
we just trying to bust a nut. Now, in the comments, it looks like it looks like I'm dead wrong. Danielle said, I just want a quick release. TJ said, why are we just trying to get a nut? She said, exactly. I just want a nut and a nap. Okay. A lot of the guys are shocked that you said 2 minutes, Tay. You must be edging or something like that.
I mean, if I like something, I like for it to go as long as possible, which is why when I'm with a guy, I like the long. That's a totally different podcast.
You said the long. You talking about the long peen or a long session?
No, I meant length of time.
Okay.
Yeah. We talked about that before.
Talked about that before. So I say this. You know how you can tell if a guy is still really into you, Tay?
How?
If y'all been in a relationship and he still jacks off to you. So what do I mean by that? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times, if you're not watching porn, like I'll speak for myself. I'm thinking about past encounters, situations that were real hot, that were real good, and I'm thinking about that to get myself off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Most of the time, you're thinking about the past, like somebody who may or may not be attainable. Um, I personally believe if I hit once, I can always hit again, but that's just me. But so you're thinking about somebody that you don't have access to, right? If it's your gal, your wife, your girlfriend, you got access to her. So why would you be jacking off to her? But if you in love, she still look good to you, she fine to you, you might want to just, rub one out to the thought of your primary mate. Are y'all the same way?
Yes, I was in a relationship. Actually, I've been in a couple of relationships where the people either had jobs out of town or traveled for work, or it turned into long distance or whatever. So I can say, yeah, the thought of them would elicit some personal time.
Donnie said the highlight reel. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
highlight. It's a highlight reel. TJ said we know our spots just like y'all know your grip and stroke. So maybe
Yeah.
she said don't take 2 minutes. How long it take, TJ? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. If it's under a minute, we're gonna call you F1. Like the race car. But yeah, that's how I know like I'm really into my woman. If I'm still masturbating to her, then yeah, it's on. It's on. For real.
Okay.
Do you think if you're still jacking off to somebody, you still have feelings for them? Or do you think it's just means to an end?
For me personally, it's just a means to an end.
Okay. Okay.
It's yeah. I mean, depend on how the relationship ended, but for the most part, if it's over, it's over. So the thought is just a means to an end.
Gotcha. Gotcha. TJ,
But okay,
TJ said 2 minutes. She said 2 minutes, Tay. So okay. All right.
yeah. I mean, I don't think 2 minutes is that long. So,
I got you. Okay. All right.
but on the lines of finding someone attractive or jerking off to someone. If you have a dream or a fantasy about somebody, an erotic dream, does that mean you're still attracted to that person? Or like if say it's to somebody you've never been with, it's just somebody you know, and all of a sudden they pop up in your dream.
You know, I guess it depends on how much weight you put into dreams.
Mhm.
So I've never really like I know there's books on like okay you can dig deep into what your dreams mean and what they signify and all of that. I have definitely had dreams about people, um, women in particular, and sometimes it was sexual, sometimes it was non-sexual. They were just in my dream. I do feel as if somebody's in your dream, you there's something there.
Okay.
There's absolutely something there. I had a situation where there's this woman that I was crushing on, and I had a dream about her. We didn't have sex in the dream, but we went on like this like big romantic date where we were like, you remember the movie Loverboy with Patrick Dempsey back in the day where
Oh.
he was
Mhm.
where he was delivering the pizzas and all that. And you remember the chick that initially set him out, how they went on this like big long date where they was driving in the convertible and all this stuff. Well, I had a dream like that similar to this woman. So I woke up and I sent her a text message and I said, yo, I just had the craziest dream about you. And she was just like, when did you have this dream? And I was like, last night, literally, I had this dream about you. And she was like, that's funny because I'm actually in Dallas right now. Had no idea because there was some sexual tension between us,
Mhm.
right? And she was in a relationship. That relationship turned into something like very serious. And she was like, I wasn't going to tell you that I was in town. And I was like, well, why not? She was like, because I knew what would come next. You would ask to see me. And honestly, I don't want to see you. I was like,
Oh.
why you don't want to see me? She was like, because I know if I see you, I probably won't be strong enough to not be inappropriate. So I said, okay. But it was just funny how something about that energy or something, because like literally she didn't even tell me she was in town. She's gonna come in town and bounce. Because Dallas is big. People come to Dallas all the time for work, for conferences or whatever, and you may or may not see them. So I do think there's something. I also had a dream about a person who we were friends, but we were not like friends. We were associates who went to school together. And I had a crazy dream about her. And then eventually we connected. We connected and it happened. So I don't know, Tay. I do think it means something. What about you?
Okay. For the most part, if somebody pops up in my dream, it's somebody that's on my mind. But there have been a couple of times where somebody has popped into a dream and but somebody that I wasn't thinking about in that way. But I will say that after those dreams, it did kind of pique my interest in that person, whether we got together in the future or not. But it did pique my interest more just to see if the dream might be true.
So you saying that it wasn't an erotic dream? It was just a dream about that person?
No, it was. I'm talking about. I'm specifically talking about erotic dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what people said. Tyranny says, what she say? It's just your subconscious. You can't control that, Tay. So I guess subconsciously we are thinking about those people for some reason. TJ said my current crush stays in my dreams, not even sexual stuff, but I wake up hot. Okay, TJ, with your fast self. Danielle said I don't dream in sex, only weird shit. I guess she don't have wet dreams or whatever. And then it said you ate the coochie, did you? Yeah, I did. I did. I absolutely did, Dennis. Yeah, that's why you can't have your friends in the comment section.
Exactly.
on the show. So yeah, I definitely think that dreams, I'm kind of scared of dreams though, because sometimes I'll dream some crazy stuff and I'm just like, nah, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want that coming to life. So I guess I'm kind of picking and choosing when it comes to those things. I never really, do you put a lot of weight into dreams, like just in general?
I don't. But I've had some crazy dreams and didn't want to speak about them just in case. They say what you talk about comes to pass. I remember my grandfather's passed, so this is not going to affect anything. But I remember years ago, I had a dream that he passed, and this was years before he passed. And it scared me so much at the time that normally if I have a dream, I would tell somebody if it was crazy, but that one I never told anybody. So I was like, yeah, I don't want this to come true at all.
Yeah. I get that. So, I mean, we talked about, Tierney mentions like it's the subconscious, right? And we talked about crushing on people's, your friends' significant other. How do you control that if you find yourself crushing on your friend's significant other or somebody who should be off limits? How you control that?
I can understand finding somebody attractive, but if you're crushing on your friend's significant other, that's dangerous to me. Maybe you should limit your interaction. I don't know. That's dangerous territory in my opinion.
That's some old Bobby Womack shit.
Exactly.
I wish he didn't trust me so much. I don't know. For me, when my guy, like we talked about, okay, when you first get with somebody, you can tell when your friend is like really feeling somebody versus like this is just something that they're doing, like this is just a sex thing, or this probably ain't gonna go nowhere because this person may be sexually attractive for them, but they're not really their type. You know what I mean? You talked about in the show where your friend was talking to a guy that she met, and she was like, "You must be funny because you're not her type."
Yeah.
So you can really tell when your friend is like, okay, there's some potential there between these two people. Because I know as guys, I'm gonna speak as guys, I'm gonna generalize. You know when she's got the potential to possibly be the one. Very rarely are you with somebody who is a jump off or friends with benefits and it develops into, something like real deep. A friends with benefits can develop into something like, y'all could get close or y'all could get tight. But because y'all friends with benefits and y'all have already set those terms, very rarely does it go past that. But you treat women differently when you think she's going to be the one.
Right.
So with that being said, when I see my boys doing that, I automatically just shut that down when it comes to they gal. I'm not looking at it that way. Are y'all the same?
Right. Yeah, I don't look at my friends or family members, partners sexually. I mean, like I said, there's one you can find somebody attractive and not want to sleep with. Those are two different things. So you can find somebody attractive and not have a crush on them. That crush.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. Like for real. Like I can say like you're a nice looking person, but to me, that attraction, I can't. I have to shut it all the way down. Now I'm a dirty dog, right? But so if I'm looking at you and I'll be like, because attraction to me means like I would fuck. So I have to like totally turn that off. I'm just being real.
Okay, I go ahead.
I mean, you shook your head like that's wrong.
No, I'm just saying. No, I just don't think that everybody I think is attractive is somebody that I want to sleep with. That's just me.
Okay. So you can say, okay, so it's like you saying like he's a handsome guy, but he's not for me.
Right, because he's for my girl. He's not for me.
I ever met
that's the biggest thing that makes him not for me is that he's for her. So sexually, that's shut down. That's not even a thing.
How much time? Okay, so what if they break up? Is he going?
That's still weird.
Is he going to forever remain off limits?
Going back to what I said earlier, that's why friends dating somebody's exes. That's what makes it weird because if
I'm not talking about dating.
I know what you're talking about. Still, I don't know. I've never done that outside of the lifestyle. I've never done that, so that's just weird to me.
That don't get weird in the lifestyle though.
So I've never brought somebody I was friends with first into the lifestyle. I've made friends with people I've met in the lifestyle. That's different for me. But that's different. But people who are my actual friends outside of that, it doesn't translate for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I've dibbled and dabbled in the lifestyle differently than you have, right? And I remember when I first got into it, I was jealous. Like when I first, when it hit that, hey, this ain't just all rainbows and gumdrops for me. Yeah, it's rainbows and gumdrops for her too. I was jealous. I was hot, livid. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I had to really like talk to people, read up, and say, okay, like, is this for me? And can I really, really handle this? And I got to a point where like, yeah, I can. But I think there's a whole different level when you have friends involved. Because there's already, emotions tied in. And then like for us as men, you don't want to sound like you're a hoe, because it's like, well, wait a minute. You said that you wanted to be a part of this. Now you didn't caught feelings and you all mad and you upset and everything. Now you beside yourself. So I don't know if the two really can mix.
For me, it can't. I mean, that's why I say the friends that I have outside of the lifestyle, they're outside of the lifestyle. Friends I have inside the lifestyle, and some of them have become friends outside of the lifestyle, but that first connection was there. I don't mix the two. Yeah, I can't.
Can they coexist?
Um, I've had a couple of birthday parties where all of all of my friends were there, but they didn't mix.
Did it go down?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that type of party. No, this
hey,
was
your birthday is coming up, so let me know now so I can buy my ticket.
For real. No. My birthday parties have been pretty PG, which is kind of disappointing. But it
that's because you ain't have me there, Tay.
Oh Lord.
That's because you ain't have me there. You didn't have me and Dennis there, it'd be the birthday party you want. It's either gonna be the birthday party you want, or your friends gonna be like, "Don't you ever invite the two motherfuckers back again?"
I doubt that. Like I said, I've had friends from the lifestyle who were at my birthday parties, and it just wasn't the place. There's a place and time for everything. My birthday parties just weren't the time.
Okay. Yeah, I think that exes are off limits. I think it's there's too much that can happen, because the other thing is this: people have a tendency to backtrack, and you mess around and y'all done did y'all's do, thinking that everybody has moved on, and then they circle back, and now y'all both looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I think once somebody, unless they just somebody that y'all decided to pass around, you know what I mean, going back to y'all like y'all women don't pass dudes around.
Most women don't. I have, but I'm not most women. But I'd say most women don't like to share, even if it's just friends with benefits type situation.
Okay. Well, you got a nasty or normal?
I do have a nasty or normal this week.
Okay, all right, let's get it on.
All right, this was inspired by a conversation that was had a couple weekends ago. It's been about 2 weeks. Spitting in your mate's mouth.
Oh God. I was there with this conversation happening. Tay and I just got back from Cuba, so this was a recurring topic, unfortunately. Shout out! I ain't gonna say his real nickname. I'm just gonna say shout out to Bo. Shout out.
So for you, is that nasty or normal?
That shit's nasty. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a non-starter for me. I can't do it. I watch some grimy ass porn. I watch grimy hood porn. And so there's some stuff that happens that you just like, okay, yeah, all right. When they start doing that, spitting in each other's mouth, it's instantly to the next scene. I can't do it. It's disgusting. I can't do it. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the golden shower than somebody spit in my mouth.
Don't either.
For real. Hey, I kind of never mind. That's another. We'll have to say that for another show. So Michelle said nasty. Everybody in the comments said that's nasty. Everybody said it's nasty. Danielle said she said it 3 times. Danielle, shout out to Danielle. She was with us in Cuba as well. But yeah, so Tay, answer. Would you try it?
No, that's nasty to me. I remember going out with this. Good.
Hold your train of thought.
Okay.
So you definitely wouldn't receive.
No.
What if a guy said, "I want you to deliver to me"? Would you do it?
I might do that.
I think you would. I think you would. I'll do it. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do it. Nah.
Only because it's not coming to me. No. I remember I dated. Well, we didn't date like continually. Went out one time, but this guy, and when he kissed me, like all the like this, his spit was just left. I was like, ew, never again. So from spit and me don't.
There's nothing worse than somebody that don't know how to kiss. That's just awful. Like, how you not know how to kiss? Do you have nobody to practice with? You know,
I don't know.
you ain't practice with your cousin. You know, motherfuckers be practicing what they say. You know, I didn't do it, but you know how people say they practiced when they was kids.
I don't know anybody who's done that. I've never done
Somebody in
that.
the comments gonna say, yeah. Somebody in the comments gonna say at the third it don't count. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that's I can't stand somebody I don't know how to kiss.
Yeah.
Danielle said my first kiss was wet and nasty, 6th grade. Don't kiss another boy until didn't kiss another boy until high school. You know what? I had a terrible kiss. I think I was like 8th grade. And it did kind of scar me. It was disgusting.
Wow.
Which is funny because like I love the tongue kiss. Like that's my joint. Like I don't like to me, that's why I have to have some sort of feelings, or I'm not sure I have feelings, but I have to have respect for you for us to get down, because I'm going to want to tongue kiss, and you just can't tongue kiss everybody. You just can't. You can't go down on everybody. You can't tongue kiss everybody. And I didn't have some situations where I was like, damn, I ain't tongue kissing her. Like I can't do it. Which is really like an indictment on me and my standards, because like you willing to have sex with her, but you ain't gonna tongue kiss her. That's
Actually, there's a lot of people like that. I know men and women who are like that. They view kissing as more intimate than sex.
that you.
If I'm gonna have sex with you, I want to kiss. Kissing is one of my things. So yeah.
Me too.
If I don't want to kiss you, I'm not gonna have sex with
you. Okay. So Michelle said, what did Michelle say? In 6th grade, this white boy, story stopped being read right there. Danielle definitely had sex with a man before without kissing. Danielle's a soldier. So, okay. All right. I see y'all some stone cold freaks out of here. So
my first kiss was was in 9th grade in a truth or dare game.
Your first kiss was in 9th grade?
Well, I kissed a boy in kindergarten. And then
he was fast. You get caught?
No, my best friend at the time was fast. She encouraged me to do it. My next kiss was 9th grade in the truth or dare game.
Was it tongue kiss?
Yeah. He was in 11th grade. I remember that.
Damn. Okay. That's okay. That's not P. Diddy and Cassie discrepancy in ages 11th and 9th. Y'all still good. I think my first kiss, I probably was either 4th or 5th, 3rd or 4th grade. Because I remember she was like a year younger than me. And like we went to summer camp together, and summer camp was over, so we weren't going to see each other. She was like my girlfriend in summer camp. And I waited till she was about to leave, and I was kind of hiding. And I remember I asked her, I was like, "You gonna give me a kiss before you go?" And it was just a whole, like, if it had been a movie, like I grabbed her and like held her, like, caressed her and shit. And then the funniest part was after I got done kissing her, one of the adult counselors was like in the cut watching, and she was just smiling at us like, "Look at these two lovebirds." But I didn't like tongue kiss, like I said, to like 7th or 8th grade, and it was awful. And thankfully it got better quick, because if I'd have just went off of that, I wouldn't. It'd have been the pits. For real. So let's read a couple comments before we head up out of here. Michelle says she does think it's more intimate. TJ said there were guys I opted to give. Damn. She said there were guys she opted to give head to avoid having to kiss them.
Okay.
That's deep. So TJ, you'd rather have they dick in your mouth and not they mouth on your mouth? You might have to have TJ on the show. That's great. You ever heard a woman say that, Tay? And TJ, we're not judging. This is a non-judgmental show. I just want to go deeper with that. You ever heard that, Tay?
I've never heard that, but I mean it makes sense. When people say that kissing is more intimate to them than sex. So it makes sense.
I did hear somebody say that, because they said they don't like to kiss because they can taste people's food no matter how much they brush or whatever. So they was like, nah, I don't want to kiss, but I'll give you head. So anyway, TJ, we wanted to have you on the show. She said, nope, those particular guys, yes. Okay. So anyway, tell them where they can find me.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD the podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, share it, and subscribe, and leave us a comment.
That's right. Make sure you go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. Listen to our old episodes. Bye till next time. Peace.
Bye.